Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Yeah, baby, you have found NH Unscripted. I am your Beach Boys-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Hollywood Squares-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM. Oh, come on, y'all know the routine here. Gather the kids around the Motorola, break out the Swanson TV dinners, make mine Salisbury steak, please, and turn it over to the AM band, 1450, and then let's say you like FM, 103.9 FM. Those are both Concord-based. 101.9 FM for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls in Manchester. Yeah, we got a URL. Yeah, we're in 2024. NH Talk Radio, NH.com. is our URL. Please don't go there just yet. I know you're tempted. Ooh, I need to take a minute to thank my sponsor, Lakes Region Fence in Guilford. You know, I get a lot of requests saying, Ray, how can I be cool like you? You know, and I'm like, okay, I gotta just, so here's pro tip number 15. Easter's coming up. So what you want to do is buy yourself one of those bunny suits, the scary ones that, well, anyway, get one of those. And put some flyers around your neighborhood, with saying you're having a little Easter egg hunt and you're inviting everybody over. And then what you do is you take all the candy out of those little plastic eggs and you put in pictures of the fences that you're thinking of buying. And just think of all the fun when everyone shows up at your house and they go hunting for those little eggs and they open them up and there's all the pictures rather than chocolate. You will be the talk of the town for years to come. I promise you. I promise you. Lakes Region Fence, LRFence.com. That's LRFence.com. They do everything. Pools, property lines, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know all about it. We love those guys up there. Thank you, Matt, for sponsoring this show. Well, this is a banner day. In studio with me is Pattiann Graham. Good morning, Miss Graham.
Good morning, Ray.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm great.
Yeah,
I'm great.
yeah. You know why you're here?
My dad told me to come here.
Took us a half hour to flag her in. Good God Almighty. You are here because you have experience doing some commercials, and I do. Oh, wait, I have a gift. Hang on.
Oh, boy.
Yep, hang on. Oh. All our A-listers get gifts.
It looks like penny candy.
Oh, you're close. Look at that, baby.
What?
Lint chocolate.
And it's not from your belly button.
It is
either.
not. No, I'm keeping that lint. I'm knitting a sweater.
Thank you so much.
I have a question for you, but I have a couple of questions for you, by the way. Okay. So I was thinking, your first name being Pattiann. Mm-hmm. So is that like an abbreviation from Patricia Ann? I'm thinking, maybe like your mom had a seizure when she was like thinking up your name and it slipped out as Pattiann and she had been Patricia Ann?
Well, we were born down in the South.
Yes.
So we needed the two names.
South Boston.
Pattiann. Yeah. Southie, as we call it. Yeah.
South Wilmington.
No, so it's Pattiann Frances Dudley.
Oh, that's very regal.
I know.
So your mom was smoking her Pall Malls. She's like,
Pall Malls, Manhattan.
I need a regal name for one of my kids. Pattiann is my sister. It's so good to have you here today.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, my God. Hey, how's your cats? None of them got run over lately, have they?
No, but one of them did bolt out the door this morning, and I'm like, here, Kenny. That's why I was a little on the late side. But anyway,
that's the story right there.
No, so
you were late.
My dog ate my homework.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but literally, I was like, here, kitty. And he like started
the neighborhood cats, come on.
Like warriors with the bottles on their finger. Warriors, come out to play. So finally he like saw a leaf and he stopped and I just like grabbed him by the scruff and I'm like, and I just threw him.
Kicked. Oh, okay. You mean you threw, but
gently
you meant
kicked.
kicked.
Yeah, it was nudged. It was a nudge. Yeah. So
Pattiann does have a history of people running over her cat.
Yes. Yeah. I had all the kids. We had just started putting on a addition, and the kids. It was like 90 degrees out, and all the kids were in the garage, and the neighborhood kids. And my mother-in-law was leaving, and as she was backing out of the driveway, she felt like. And I was trying to get I was trying to get popsicles for all the neighborhood kids, and someone was like, "Mom, Nana just ran over the cat." And I'm like, "What?"
Did it have like those bugged out eyes?
No, literally, it was like his. They were like, "Mom, why are his eyes poking out of his head and his paws are just going like?"
Yeah.
My God. So she came. So now I'm paying for therapy for all the neighborhood kids, and my mother. She looked like an Italian nonna. She just fell to the ground. She's like, "No, Patty, I'm
Sweet
so
Mary."
Muerta. Yeah, so one of my neighbors heard me scream. She came over with a big green bag. She's like hosing down the driveway. So then I put the cat in the bag, the big green garbage bags, and I bring it to the vet. And I'm just standing there. There was
Wait, you brought your cat in a bag to the vet?
Yeah, I felt like Don Corleone or something. So I'm standing there with the cat in the bag, not the hat. The cat in the bag, and no one's helping me. So I just stand there, and someone looks over, and they're like, "Can we help you?" And I'm like, "I got a dead cat in my bag."
Do I drop the garbage off here? You guys drop in.
Yeah, it was sad.
Oh, my God. Did I ever tell the story when we put the cat in the dryer?
No.
Okay, so we're living in Nashua at the time, and over at Spitbrook Road, and we were on the second floor, and that is for another cat story later. But our washer and dryer were right next to each other, and I'd just taken a load out, and so the dryer was still warm, whatever, and I'm throwing clothes in. And I shut the door, and I turn the dryer on. I go sit down on the couch, and Randy's next to me, and I hear thump, 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 thump.
I don't remember washing sneakers.
I said to Randy, "Did you wash my sneakers?" And she said, "No, I didn't wash it." I go, "Where's the cat?" And I open the door, like it shoots out of the dryer.
From Elf. Hey, little fella.
And it sits on the ground for a second trying to figure out what in the world just
was
happened.
his hair all sticking out?
He was no, but he was.
Static?
His eyes were real big. He's like, "You won't believe the trip I just had."
Oh my God.
It was like he had shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
He was like on LSD.
He was on the tilt-a-whirl.
Oh, it was so funny.
Poor
so
thing.
funny. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just got a new car.
What?
Well, new to me.
You did?
Yeah.
What happened to your other one?
I had 3 engines replaced, and I'm like, well, maybe it's about time. So as I was driving down to the dealership, the car died again.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so, I feel bougie. I got a 2016 Lincoln Continental.
What, you
well,
did?
no, it's a 2016 Lincoln MCK or something like that.
Is it really a Prius?
Yeah. We just put the tags on it. Little Prius tag. But yeah, it's got road assist, thank God.
Which apparently didn't help today, did it?
I was going over the lines, and it's like, you must stop now and take a break.
What?
Yeah, it has lane assist.
Oh, yeah. I always shut mine up. Well, okay, I didn't mean that.
Right, no.
I have friends who shut theirs off.
Yeah, so I love it.
I can't stand
It's
that
got heated steering wheel, heated seats,
You
but
are
it
so
also
bougie.
has air-conditioned seats. So
What?
I tried it the other day. I felt like I was peeing. Yeah. Is that bad? Can I say that? Sorry.
Too late.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops, my bad.
It has air-conditioned seats.
Air-conditioned seats.
Come
I
on.
know.
So is this something you bought with all the money you make now from all your commercials, all the royalties and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
I noticed you moved out of your mid-class home in Wyndham
Yes.
and out to the Hampton Beach area now.
Right,
In one of those
Seabrook. It's Seabrook
palatial,
Beach.
one of those. Oh, I see. Right on the beach.
Yeah.
Because you're a big star now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's on the beach. If you stand on your toes, because I'm short, you can. If you stand on your toes and look out my back window, you can see
With the wind blowing at
ocean.
a right speed.
Right.
You can
and
look
you're
through
like,
the
there's
leaves.
a wave. yeah. So yeah, I got all kinds of free stuff. Not.
Yeah, of course. Those
Yeah.
bags they give out at all the shows now.
Yeah,
You get all the
swag.
Yeah. Yours says dollar store on it.
It's got the little Easter chicken that drops eggs, but it's gumballs. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I would have given you Pez, but they didn't have any, so what can I say?
Aw,
I
dang.
know. Hey, this.
Well, the candy cigarettes.
We have no budget restraints. Oh.
Those would have been good.
Yeah, we're going up to Zeb's in a couple of weeks, and they have all that penny candy stuff
I
up there.
love that stuff.
Have you been up there to Zeb's in North Conway?
Just once with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. Ooh.
Yeah.
Juvier.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, my God. There we are.
We're
First segment done.
Jeez,
Can you
criminy.
believe that?
What
I
the
know.
heckski?
I know. Take a load off, Fanny. You are listening to NH Unscripted. I am your host without socks, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Disneyland-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. And for you blessed souls in Manchester, we love you, 101.9 FM. And our URL is nhtalkradio.com. I got Pattiann Graham in the house, and we're just chatting away life. We'll be back in a minute. Gotta find my Salisbury Steak TV dinner. We fooled around and fell in love just like the Dave Clark 5. Oh, you happy listeners, you are blessed. You are listening to NH Unscripted. I am your happy to be out of bed host, Ray Dudley, and we are coming to you from the Gong Show-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. And our URL is nhtalkradio.com. I'll give you a little bit more of what goes on out there in a minute. Pattiann Graham, my sister, is in the house. Woo, woo. Raise the roof. Woo, woo. Hey, you going to hand over one of those to me or what?
It's like a
The
dreidel.
Lindt chocolate. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. There we go. What kind do I have? Pat, tell me about... Yeah, I'm chewing on the radio. The when you did your first commercial,
Yeah.
how'd that go? How'd you get that job?
Well,
Maybe I need to say, who do you need to thank?
I'd like to thank the Academy.
They do love me.
I am somebody. Well, first off, I had no acting experience whatsoever.
And continues to have none.
The jealousy, haters gonna hate. I played the broccoli florette in the 4th grade play, and then I played.
Is that why your hair still looks like that kind of
Kind
sprouty?
of, yeah.
cut it.
What was that? Veggie Tales. Do you remember that?
I did.
And then I played. It was like the Little Drummer Boy or something for Christmas, and they were like, "She's got a lazy eye. She can't really talk that great. Let's just make her baby Jesus." So that was my first.
Why, because baby Jesus had a lazy eye?
That was my first non-speaking
Have
role.
we offended all the Catholics yet? What's...
Yeah. So you
Yes.
were auditioning for a commercial.
Do tell.
And usually Randy, your wife, helps you make
Good morning,
the audition
Randy.
takes. Good morning, Randy. We love you, Randy. And so you came down to my house, and the first commercial required us being outside and you using hedge trimmers, and I was playing the
Nosy neighbor.
the nosy neighbor. So I had pretend binoculars, and you said, "Do you have any hedge trimmers?" And I'm like, "Let me go in the garage and get some." And I come out, and he's like, "Where the heck did you get bolt cutters?" And I'm like, "Oh, beats me. My husband is Italian.
Bolt cutters,
I don't know."
hedge trimmers. What's the difference?
They did kind of look the same.
They kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pliers or
Yeah.
two forks that cross or something.
Exactly. And they cut. Yeah. So we did. I think we had to do like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, we
And
did one
then
in the house.
Yep. With the boom. Mm-hmm. And you sent it in,
I did.
and they said, "Wow, this is great." And by the way, do you think the person who was playing your wife would mind being in the commercial too?
I puked when I got the email.
Yeah, and I was like, "What?
What?
I'm
That
gonna be
cannot
somebody." Yeah. And honestly, it was the most nerve-wracking thing because I had never done anything like that.
I know. So
before,
you
and
were
I'm like,
cool with doing the audition because you thought there was no pressure and
Yeah, piece of cake.
Then you find out, oh, I'm hired.
Right, exactly. And I mean, it was like legit.
Yeah.
like the big lights and the big, white back screen thing.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about that experience too. So we land that gig and we show up at the house, and it really is like something you would see on TV. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
I find the whole process. I find all of that fascinating. They have a makeup person there. She did our hair. Your hair.
She did your hairs. But yeah, no, I mean, she had done like Hillary Clinton's makeup for, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my word,
I know.
royalty.
And then they had the guy from one of the local news stations who was he running the camera or something?
Yep. And there was a guy, I think it was the producer. He had just flown in from doing The Bachelor.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
So
now.
we were like talking about all the cat fights on set. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, how easy was it to actually do the commercial? Were you like the one cut wonder, one and done, baby?
Oh God, no.
What?
No, it's amazing how many takes you have to do before you
when
get
you
to
can't
that.
act.
Right, exactly. Well, and when you
and they're like, Patty, are you looking over here, or is that your bad eye? I can't tell.
Just smile and nod.
Are you looking at the neighbors? Look at the camera. Dang it.
Squirrel. But you don't realize how much goes into one take. And I have a habit of not going by script. I have a habit of improving, I guess. Like, I say it the way I think
Future
that it
casting
should be
agents,
said.
beware.
So, yeah, it took a lot of takes. And do we say, like, who the commercial was for?
You can, if you wish.
Okay, so it was for Al Terry Plumbing and Heating.
I hear them running to their computers now to find.
And the line was supposed to be, the key line was supposed to be, what a shame. You should have called Al Terry Plumbing. Mm-hmm. And
but One-Eye Louie decided.
One-Eyed Louie said, you know what? I'm going for it, and I'm just going to improv again. And I said, you should have called Al Terry Plumbing. And they're like, it's quiet, obviously, on the set. And then once you get that cut, they shut everything down. They're like, oh, my God, that was great. So I was in Michael's Crafts one time, and this guy walks up to me, and he's like, you should have called Al Terry Plumbing.
Are you kidding me?
And I'm like, excuse me? And he goes, are you Gladys? And I'm like, yeah.
What?
He's like, Bob, I knew it. Bob, come over here. It's Gladys. I knew it.
Are you serious?
Swear.
They called you out? No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know. So I carry a Sharpie around with me all the time now. I'm kind of a big deal.
In your own world?
Yeah, in my own mind.
Oh, my God. It was. So we had to do 3 or 4 of those for them that day. Different varieties, different takes on what they were doing. One was for water heater explosion.
Yep.
That was cool. Outside by the pool
that
with the umbrellas.
Very cool.
That was really
and not for nothing, but you're used to it. I'm not. So
well, I'm a big star.
Right.
Yeah.
You're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Pickle.
Yeah.
But the owner of the company was on set. So talk about,
Ooh, that's
no
right.
pressure. Yeah. So that was kind of freaky, but it ended up being great guy. It was such a fun thing.
So tell me about the next time we did it. Oh wait, that's right, we didn't. Well, tell me that story, Pat, again.
I'm not sure why, but they just wanted Gladys.
What?
In the commercial, so they did another 2 or 3. Yeah, I think.
Oh, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Without,
and a voiceover.
on your own. Oh no, and a voiceover.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Without me.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it was without
So that's
you,
why you
but
have
you
a bougie
came to the
car
house.
now.
You're driving a Yugo.
I'm taking the bus. She's got that little lane thing. Pull over. Thank you, Mr. Car. Now that I can afford to be rich.
No, I don't hit cats. I don't run over cats. Yeah.
So that is a true story, though. They did ask you to come back.
Yeah. And we actually filmed it in my house, which was really cool.
I must have been out
but
to
you were
lunch with them.
there. You were there with,
Yeah, that
like,
just drove the pain
You were my athletic
deeper.
supporter. Yeah. You sat there and you're like, you can do this, buddy.
Athletic
Bye,
supporter.
buddy. Hope you find your dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun for me as I got to watch you do your thing because of me.
Well, it was almost like your grasshopper moment.
You know, I never did get a Christmas present. Thank you for that. But, that's just between you and me.
Here you go. Here's the lint.
Another lint. Thank you. Hang on. The fat guy needs to open his lint.
Thank God I wore elastic waist.
Is that a baby? Get in my belly. So it was cool, though, to see them filming in your house. That was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, did they pay you for that, by the way?
Yeah.
To rent your house?
Yes, actually they did. Yeah, not a lot, but yeah.
They promised you a new bougie car?
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to get a mini split, but let it go.
Yeah, let it go is right.
Yeah, but yeah, so it was cool because if you look at one of the commercials, you can see a picture
of a dead
of
cat.
the kids.
The former cat.
Yeah, it was a picture of all my kids wearing cat masks. Yeah.
So wait, so you can see what in the picture?
You can see a picture hanging on the wall of my kids. So, like right there, it gives it away that it's my house.
Yeah. Well,
This is my
it could have been
stinking
made
house.
up. They could have just put.
Yeah, true.
No one knows that's your kids,
Right.
And your kids probably weren't like.
They probably don't want her to know.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
So you did that, and then of course they came out. Without me in them. I'm just gonna be honest here. They were probably not quite. Do you hear that music?
Oh, dang.
Put on your dancing shoes, girl. We got to dance out into a break. Yes, it's time for the Pez. Yes, I can feel it now. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Man, I am your host without the pajama bottoms, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Get Smart Like Digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I have the bougie Pattiann Graham in-house, and we're talking business. Yeah, business. We'll be back. Where's my Pez dispenser? Well, you can't always get what you want, but you can get NH Unscripted. Yes. You are listening to NH Unscripted. I am your ever handsoming host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the dating game like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. For those of you who know what a radio is, 101.9 FM in Manchester, because we love you folks. Our URL is nhtalkradio.com. And out there, if you go out to nhtalkradio.com, nhtalkradio.com, say it a couple of times, you will find a button to listen to this show live. We come to you every Wednesday and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. So you can have a good chuckle on your way to work. Or, like my sister, drive off the road and have that little thing kind of tell you to get back in. Or you can find the archives of this great show. Let's say you're sitting around, you want to impress your friends, and you're like, hey, I got the guy you need to listen to. You can go out there, find all the archives of this show and all the other great programs found here at nhtalkradio.com is where you'll find it. In studio with me is the commercial queen, Pattiann Graham.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yes, girlfriend, you may.
Is handsoming a verb?
Yes, it's an ever-increasing handsomeness. Ish.
Okay. Could you use that in
Show's
a
over. Close it down.
I'm handsoming today.
Yes, I am. I hate you. Anyway, it must be the chocolate getting stuck in my throat from those lints.
The lint.
Tell me about some of the other work you've done. So that commercial for that company actually opened some doors for you to do some other things as well, right? Like what?
Yeah, I had actually gotten a call from the agent. He wanted me to audition for a movie with Sam Elliott, which was pretty cool.
You lying
No,
sacker.
swear.
What?
Yeah, but
are you serious?
I have a full-time job.
Are you serious?
Yeah, honestly, not kidding. Yeah, but I had to turn it down. I know. Who are you?
Yeah, no, I know. I turn down work all the time.
Yeah.
You know. Now that I live in Seabrook, you know, I got all the digs I need.
Okay, let's remember Pam Smart is from Seabrook, okay? It's not that bougie. Yeah.
Oh, you're turning down work, huh?
So we auditioned together. This is why I feel like you're my crutch, because I can't do it without you.
Glad you said crutch.
But we auditioned for...
I'm your athletic supporter.
Yes,
remember?
you are. Yes. If you can't support...
Don't go there.
No. So anyway, if you make it, my ADD is getting really bad.
Oh.
You keep interrupting me. Sheesh. So yeah, we auditioned for Wayfair. We got that. That
Yes,
was really
we did.
cool. That was a huge production.
You know, that's funny you mention that because it's no more than it's not even 5 seconds, our time in that shot.
Literally.
It's probably less than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Dude, we were there all day with trying on clothes, put on this, you match this. And
I always say, I feel like that one scene out of Monsters, Inc. where Mike Wazowski's like, Ma, yeah, did you see me? For the Monsters, Inc. commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you blink in the Wayfair one,
yeah.
no one will believe you were in it.
You don't even have time to pause.
Right.
To see it.
I know. But it was a great shoot.
Yeah, it was fun.
What else did you do?
And then you and I...
As your career exploded...
Then you and I...
You're like the next Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Except you can't
I
sing
thought it
or
was
act.
Be more like, flow. I really did.
Yeah,
I
I
had
know.
big dreams. I thought it was going to turn into a flow thing, and it flew down the river.
Maybe you shouldn't be turning down jobs then.
Yeah. Anyway, 15 minutes.
Hard to be Flo, and you're like, nah, don't want to do it.
Yep.
That ain't for me.
I'm going to be a gecko.
Yeah.
So, yes, we auditioned for a Honda commercial.
We did not.
Yes, we did.
What? I don't think I did.
Yes, yeah, you did.
Did I?
We both did.
Oh.
Yeah, I played the wife,
Yeah.
and you played the husband. You don't remember. How can you not remember this?
Because I didn't get the job.
You blocked it out.
I did.
Because our agent.
I'm like, if that one-eyed freak gets a job, I am going to be so angry.
One-eyed cat freaking kicking. So no, John, our agent.
Yep, John Campanello.
He said, "Do you want to break the news that you got the gig?" And Ray didn't. No, do you want me to? And I'm like, can you please do it? And you're like, I'm in the corner of my crib crying.
You know, I have heart conditions. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You keep bringing that kind of stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a. I think I feel it right now.
Indiana,
Hang on.
There's a big one, Wheezy. There's a big one.
I'm coming. So how did that go?
Oh my gosh!
Because I wasn't there, as you know.
First of all,
yeah, I was not able to make it,
and I was really nervous because this was like a really big. I mean, it's
Honda,
New England Honda.
Yeah,
with Will Noonan, very well-known comedian, Boston comedian,
and without Ray Dudley,
who is the spokesperson for New England Honda.
Yep.
And so it was during COVID. So before anything, we had to get
Spray
tested.
you down.
We had to get tested for COVID. So I had to go to Saugus or something and meet this guy in a parking lot to have my COVID test.
Oh, this doesn't
So
sound...
again, me, bad with directions. I finally find the place, and I'm like, okay, I'm here. And he was like, where are you? And I go, I'm over by, the Dollar Tree or whatever. And he was like, okay, can you see me? And I go, no. He's like, all right, I'm going to flash my lights. And I'm like, this is So literally, he flashes his lights.
Opens the trunk. We got some of this.
I'm not kidding
we got
you.
Some of that.
So I meet him. I drive over. I meet him. He's like he's got the gloves on. He's putting
Oh, gee.
Yeah. He puts all
Rolls
the
out the plastic on the driveway.
He puts all the paraphernalia on the hood of his car. Over comes Will. He's got a bandana on instead of a mask. He's wearing a bandana. And I'm like, if someone is watching this,
Didn't look like a drug deal at all, did it?
It was hilarious.
Hey, I got something for you, baby. Yeah, like candy.
Yeah, like gladiator movies.
Yeah, just put your head right there for a second. Boom. Is that a chainsaw?
So, yeah. So we ended up, again, I got the gig. It was the coolest thing ever. I had a trailer. I mean, it was kind of like a trailer from in a van down by the river. But hair and makeup. It was the greatest thing. Again, I think you had mentioned it to me. Someone like
Wasn't
me.
me, Pat. I wasn't there.
Okay, not that time.
Okay.
In general, but because I don't have acting experience, they can kind of, I can't like, interject what I want to do because I don't know what I'm doing. So they can kind of mold you.
Yeah, it's called following directions.
Yeah, it's that. So after the shoot, I was getting ready to leave, and the producer came running up after me, and he's like, Patty, that was great. He was like, if you ever want to do work again, I would love to do work with you. And I'm like, what? Me?
Did he say anything about,
I'm cute.
Do you have a brother?
Yeah. Yeah. He said, you have a brother, right? And I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, let's not bring him into this.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah.
How to lift someone up by their bootstraps.
Yeah.
So where was that filmed? Because it looked beautiful. It was like a log cabin. Was it a log cabin,
It was
right?
actually someone's house that they pay these people to rent their home, and they put them up in, a hotel or whatever for the week.
Yeah.
And they just use the outside of it. It was, it
was gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
It was wintertime too, right?
I think it was probably late fall, early winter.
And you had a tagline for that too, like when you look in the car.
So my key line was
which of course you probably didn't say correctly because you don't.
You know what? I did say it correctly, but I didn't have the hand gestures correct.
You're in a car.
I know. No, because this was... Do you not remember the commercial? It was outside. I was in the driveway.
I'm sorry.
And he was like, hey, your son's home. And I'm like, the tail lights. And then at the end, I'm supposed to like walk around. I have to... So the tailgate opens, and I go to take out Will's bag, and I'm supposed to just like place it on the ground, but I just like whip it on the ground, and then I'm like walking around, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so nice, the leather, look at the leather, and everybody's like, that's it. So yeah, and I added my own little spin to it.
And so it's only up and away from there. So what was your next gig?
Crickets. I think you've like blacklisted me or something, because I've gotten nothing.
Zippo.
Nothing.
Zippo.
Yeah, no.
Somebody saw that commercial and said, mm-mm.
Actually, you know
we
what?
don't ever want to see her again.
I did audition for like this seedy waitress at
was
a truck
it in a
stop.
parking lot? That guy.
And I don't know why I didn't get it, but I mean, I had like everything,
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
The little thing to write that up. Oh, it's the sign again. Sign O times.
Ooh, time for spam sandwiches. I'm so happy. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Ooh, I am your really, really, really happy to be out of bed host, Ray Dudley. We're having a ball here today. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like conditions of the WKXL studios. I can smell the chlorine from the pool right from here. 1450 AM, then flip over to the FM dial, 103.9 FM there, 101.9 FM for you beautiful people in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Patty and I have to go get some spam. We'll be back in just a second. And that is why the lady is a tramp. I think I got some of that mustard on me from a spam sandwich there. What the heck's going on? You are listening to NH Unscripted. I am your mustard-drenched host, Ray Dudley, and we are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. And for you happy, beautiful people in Manchester, 101.9 FM down there, NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. And in from the seacoast is Pattiann Graham, and she's just telling us all about her great acting experience and how she's, the big dog in the neighborhood, signing autographs for all the kids on the beach. You know how that goes. Yep.
Do you want my autograph?
Yeah.
No, do you want my autograph? You want my autograph.
Come here, kid. Give me that beach ball. So, it's funny you mentioned, I didn't know that you had gotten that invitation for the Sam Elliott one, because I had one for the same thing. It was something.
It's not a competition.
I know. Thank you for telling me. But it was the movie was Sam Elliott and The Hunt for Bigfoot or something was the name of the movie.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Western or something like that.
Yeah, you couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
You're right on top of that, Pat.
I look good in a 10-gallon hat.
I see you read all the sides to go along with it. That's really good.
I just really want like my first non-speaking role.
Non-acting, non-speaking. Patty, just look into the camera and smile.
Like one of
no,
those-
your eye. Look into the camera.
I am. Like one of the pharmaceutical commercials.
Oh, jeez.
Just like, music.
Ozempic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be a
You're just like
spokesman.
dancing and singing, and you're like, I'm going to be thin.
Yeah, and rich.
Yeah.
Thin and rich.
I say that to my daughters all the time.
You're going to be thin and rich?
Marry Rich.
Oh.
And that's not his name. Look at your father and I. Jeez, yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
this the life you
Sorry,
want?
Sean. Yeah. Sorry, it's out there in the airwaves. That's it. It's gone. It is
the
gone.
cloud.
Yep,
It's in the cloud.
Yep. If you were to give any advice at all, say to somebody wanting or thinking even about modeling, commercials, that kind of stuff, what would you give them? What would you say to them?
Just try it. I mean, you may not even think that you've got it in you, but just try it. It's
So find a brother who can get you in
right,
initially.
a brother from another mother, and you got to know someone in the industry. Yeah, you can't just walk in and go, "Hey, I want to act."
Like you.
Yeah.
Time to
it's
make
all,
the
It's all
donuts.
about timing and luck.
It is.
It
That's
is.
true.
It really is.
That's very true. And, you don't think you've got the look, but there is no real, look because it just depends on what they think in their heads they've written it for.
Yeah. I do feel like I'm being typecast now, though, as a very nosy neighbor.
Huh. Wonder why.
I don't know.
That's kind of interesting.
Bob, the neighbors are back at the log cabin.
I think that's our son's car.
With their binoculars.
That's very funny. So did you ever actually have an agent?
I did.
Even? Was it John?
I did. Yes.
okay.
Yeah, John Campanella.
Yeah.
And I do get, emails here and there. But again, it's like it's the stupidest thing, but I don't want to do it without you.
Yeah. Aw, that's cute.
No, for real. No. No, I do have to say we have to agree that we were nervous. Like if they have a kissing scene, how do we handle that? Awkward. Yeah.
We do make sure up front
Because
they
you
know.
ain't the man of my
Brother
dreams.
and
You know what I'm
sister.
saying? Sisters.
I did, a couple of weeks ago, I did a 2-day shoot up in Maine
Yeah.
for a salmon company. It should start playing, I think, pretty soon.
Do they swim upstream?
Well,
It's okay. Is it a salmon farm?
but it was actually. It's funny you mention that. They're the world's. Well, I think they said they were the world's largest salmon farm. What do they call that when they do that? Come on, the ones where they put them in the pen and they don't. They're not like free.
Yeah, no, it's
in
a
the Atlantic.
farm.
Yeah. They're like the world's largest one.
Yeah.
And they had done it. They rented a house. It was gorgeous. Wow. It was absolutely gorgeous.
that's the net. I'll do that. I don't even have to act.
Oh, you
want
would have
my
loved
house?
it. You would have loved it. Actually, there was no lines. There were absolutely nothing to say. It was all pretend. We had to come through the front door. I'm like, the grandpa and the little kids run over, and not a line that you had to memorize.
Really?
Yeah, 2 days. We had to do one that was for that was pretending to be Easter, and then one that was Thanksgiving. They were they're on a thing here where they want to try to convince people, that there's an alternative, like the other white meat.
Yeah.
Except that it's not meat.
It's fish.
Fish.
Pescatarian.
And I told them the stories of Mom making me cream.
The creamed
on
salmon.
Friday night.
Thank God. Yeah, you guys ate all of that before I was born.
My mother was not the best cook in the world, and every Friday was Fish Friday in our house. And so when she didn't have fresh fish, she would break out a can of pink green salmon. Cream is the key word there.
Yeah, like creamed corn.
And she would warm it up and then she would pour it on mashed potatoes.
So disgusting.
And, it's past disgusting.
No.
I had so many involuntary gags looking at the table. Oh, you cannot. That looked terrible.
You're not leaving the table until you
she'd
finish.
She'd be standing there smoking.
Yeah.
You got to finish it. You got to.
You want a cookie? No,
There's kids in China who had, I'm like, yeah, send it.
I'll never forget there was supposedly there was one special night a week or a month where they would have Dad and she would have liver and onions.
Oh my God!
And so we could eat whatever we wanted. And yeah, so when Mom passed away, I was like, Dad, do you remember that was so nice that Mom always made you liver and onions? And she said you loved it, and he was like, I flippin' hated that. Like, oh
Dad,
no, he was so obedient.
70 years of marriage, I hated liver. So you got the holidays coming up. Easter, you doing anything big for Easter out there in your palatial Seabrook home?
Yeah. I'm having just my son and his fiance over, and my mother-in-law.
Yeah?
The one that ran over
your cat.
Yeah. So I think instead of like a place setting, I'm just going to put like a
cat bowl.
Yeah.
In memory. Little cat bib.
Seriously, yeah.
So you decorating for Easter? Because you are like the Martha Stewart of New Hampshire.
I am. And I did the same thing at work, too. We have like this huge cafeteria, so I decorate for every holiday.
Did you have to get your limit on your Michael's card lifted and raised up so
my boss makes fun of me because I do. I buy everything at the Dollar Tree. Like,
they're closing stores.
Don't even. No. Okay.
All right.
I'm moving because Christmas tree already
You'll
closed.
never move out of that Seabrook
palace. It's not a palace.
What?
It's a shoebox.
I've been there.
It's a shoebox. We had Christmas there.
That's true. It is a shoebox.
Yeah. It's very small.
There's no dead cats around it. So do you have to get special stuff for like Easter, or did you already have stuff that you decorate your house with, like the cross and the palms?
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
Holy water.
Yeah. The palms. That's funny. Look, I can make a belt. It's like the Wrigley spearmint gum wrappers. You can make a belt out of it.
Yeah. Now we've really offended all the Catholics, Pat. Thanks.
Belt. I can make a belt. See, there you go. You just made me lose it.
I was asking if you're decorating for Easter.
Yes, I decorate for everything.
So I'm asking in particular, what do you not having do you have like a Easter egg hunt for kids and stuff out there?
No, I used to, but now they're all, we live on a very busy road.
Well, your neighbors didn't like you after a while down there anyway. We won't get into that story. But
yeah,
no. Nothing to do with a dead cat.
Thank you. But we live on a very busy road, so an egg hunt would be rather dangerous.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So are you having...
What are you getting at, Ray?
I'm just wondering what your life is like out there. I don't see you anymore.
I know.
Now that I have to go through your secretary and talk to you, and you don't bother to come by anymore. And
okay, Mom.
That's what.
She used to always say, "Oh, Bob, look who arrived. Oh, look." I'm like, "Hello, 93 goes north and south. All right."
You were their closest child. What?
I was not.
Oh my God! You lied right to my face.
Oh, we're not going to get into that.
Oh, put them on, girl.
Dirty
we'll duke it right here.
Yeah. Youngest of 8, oldest of 8. A lot happened in between.
So let me ask you about your digs out there. So are you still thinking of moving out? Are you thinking of getting rid of it?
No, I mean, I always wanted to go back to Wyndham. I do love Wyndham. I mean, I raised my kids there. We lived there for 33 years. A lot of memories, but it's nice. It's nice not having, the yard to take care of. And
it was like 4 times the size of what you've got now.
Yeah, I mean, half the size. Yeah. Oh, bingo.
Oh my gosh, you hear that music? Putting on our tap shoes so we can tap on out of here. Time for fried bologna sandwiches on Bulky Rolls. I love to smash the chips right inside it. Yes!
Sombrero.
You are listening or have been to NH Unscripted. I am your blessed host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the water country like digs of the WKXL studios deep in the heart of Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL. Pattiann Graham. It's actually Patricia Ann Graham is what I found out. What?
It's Pattiann
She has
Francis.
been my guest. Nice to have you, Pat.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
See ya.